So why you will fail in Airbnb business, guys. Welcome back to another Grow Your Bnb video. Today I'm going to show you a real-time case study of one of my clients that I'm actually working with, and I've actually named it as the most painful calendar I've ever onboarded working with someone, right? Now, the reason why I actually onboarded this client, and something that if you're new to service accommodation, Airbnb business, you're gonna love this, but also even if you're experienced, you might have ever gone through this if you were in a location where you attracted a lot of weekends bookings. So look, I'm very excited to showcase this. I'm gonna do some screen share on actual Airbnb accounts, so you guys are gonna love that, and at the same time, you're gonna learn out of what we've achieved for this client in the end of 4 weeks, which is where we are today. If you're new to the channel, guys, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. My name is Piers. I am from growyourbnb.com. I've helped probably over just 835 properties all over the UK as well as Australia. And yeah, my passion is to help short-term rental owners to attract more long-term bookings, or to make the best brand ever, to achieve the best bookings ever, right? So look, let's crack on with today's video. I'm going to do a screen share now, and I'm going to straight jump into firstly her account, her calendar, and what it used to look like before we onboarded her. So as you can see from my screen, right, guys, when we onboarded this client, if you see here, we onboarded this client early September, and all she had was all this weekend bookings in September, as well as weekend bookings apart from 16th of October. She's booked all the weekends. The problems she had been facing was the month before she had similar issues, but the only thing was she just could not achieve anything for the weekdays, which effectively led her to lost property, right? So she was actually made lost in her first month. Now, the biggest challenge, and the reason why I've said this to my client as well, it's actually one of the most painful calendar I've ever seen, because I can't achieve long-term booking. I was absolutely honest. I told her that actually, if you're showing this calendar, the first thing we've got to do is let's get you a Monday to Friday consistent booking, understanding the guest behaviors, and then after November, we'll be able to achieve something brilliant and long-term bookings, right? Now, fast forward, this was something I took last week and screen share. Actually, if you see, she's actually booked in. So the first week, by the way, the 6th to the 18th, 6th to the 10th, we didn't get her any booking. We're still trialing out different strategy, and eventually on the 10th or 11th, she actually landed her first Sunday to Friday customer, which was from the 12th till 17th, which is exactly who we targeted as a business contractor travelers. Now, before we go further into this, look, if you're launching a property in Airbnb in short-term rental market, this can happen to you if you do the wrong things, right? One of the things a lot of operators or newcomers in the industry do is they set their minimum night for one night. Now, it might be something that because you've never listed a property before. So one of the advice I want to give you today is, if you're launching a property and you're new to the Airbnb business, I would expect you to do at least 2 nights or more. Now, if you're doing 2 nights, you've got to have a strong strategy to fill in some other calendar ways, depending on how you list your properties. Or you might have 4 nights, or you might have 7 nights. Depending on what you do, you need to make sure you have A, a strategy, and B, a branding to back it up, right? Now, something we do in Grow Your Bnb is exactly that. We have 7 different ways to list properties online, depending on the set of calendars you may have, or the type of property you're about to launch, or maybe the location. So look, let's go back into what happened to Jem and her calendar in her actual 2nd week, and what we've started achieving as a result of working together. Right, as you can see from my screen, right, so I'm in Jem's account right now in Airbnb, and yeah, it's quite funny actually. If you notice, I'm the one actually who's replied to this guest, because I was the one who accepted the booking as it came through. You know, my client's underperforming. I'm the first one in the account every single morning, making sure things are okay. So first thing first, on the right hand side, you can see here, the first booking landed on 10th of September, and it was from 12th till the 17th, which was a 5 nights booking for 2 adults. Now, all of a sudden, this is the first ever Monday to Friday or Sunday to Friday booking that she's ever got in her business, right? And it was all back to what we said. Prior to that, she never used to get that. However, we know how to systemize, we know how to brand, we know exactly what our audience or target businesses are looking for while they're looking at our listings, right? So what we did was we optimized the branding, and as a result, you could see this happened. However, the beauty was, I always said to Jem, it could be something that we could attract one client and hopefully they can book her again and again. And guess what's just happened? Exactly that. We have the same client, Barry, who's now actually, and I'm going to share screenshots of what Jem has sent me, and they've actually got a renewed direct booking for something like £270 something. But yeah, again, going back into a direct booking opportunity, again, just 4 nights this time. Now that is all of a sudden taken Jem into one of the best months she's ever going to have into profitable booking. So do you know what? Let me talk you through some numbers now. So let's talk about Jem's break-even number. So somebody who's first into rental service accommodation, you need to make sure you understand your break-even number. Her break-even number is at the moment £1,100. That's what she needs to break even in her business. The reality was, prior to working with us, she never made any profit. Right, I asked her what was the minimum profit she would like to make this month, and she was saying about 600, which I said, actually, if we can achieve somebody on a Monday to Friday basis plus the weekend, she would probably achieve about £600. Now, guess what? Today we are 22nd of September. We've got a week for handover, and the total revenue generated as of today is £2,052. And that is still, we've got a week left. If Barry, the same client, extends it for another week, which more likely is going to happen because they've got an ongoing project in Liverpool, all of a sudden, Jem's probably going to make, well, at the moment, she's already making about £900 net profit. Now you could imagine this is where the magic happens. This is exactly where a lot of time people forget that. Do you know what? Targeting business, targeting ad makes a much more difference into your leads rather than just listing a property online, and something we're quite proud of. And going back into what I said today, this is one of the most painful calendar I've ever worked in, looking at what's happened in September. But actually we've really turned it around, we've made her money, and actually, look, you know what, next month we're looking for much more of a optimized listing to do her exactly the same, getting her Monday to Friday customer and making some serious profit. And finally, something that you would probably never think that would you do in your business. Now Jem, as you can see from my screen, has got another painful October month, which I know that over the time I think will achieve some achievable great results for her. But I want to show you this. Come down in November, she's actually blocked her calendar fully, right? Purely because she does not want to get any smaller booking. So she is that confident that what we've done with her as a part of branding, she just wants to get out of October, do what she can to achieve the best profit she can, but actually she's not even bothered opening November. Now a lot of people panic of closing calendars, right? And this is what I've said numbers of time in my videos, that your empty calendars or your blocked calendars are actually a gem, because you know that you will be allowed to get some quality bookings as long as you understand guests, their booking behaviors and their booking requirements. So look, if you've got any further questions around how this works, please make sure you comment down below. If you watched till the end, thank you so much for taking time and watching this Grow Your Bnb video. Guys, if you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit the like, subscribe and share, and I'll be back with another video soon.